documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the Ronald Show, Ronald.
At these locations.
Hi, I'm Ronald, and welcome back to the Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. Today is week 2, day 6 of my P90X workout, so here's your daily update. Today was Kenpo X, and I finished it, and I am sweating, and it was a workout, and it feels good though. I keep pressing play every day, and we are getting in shape. I'm getting in shape every day. Alright, today is March 21st, 2011, and I am pretty tired. I was tired before I even started the workout, but I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to take a nap. We are still in the middle of the Japan crisis. They are now in the process of headed toward a possible famine because they're finding poison spinach, poison water, poison food, all from radiation from the leaking nuclear plant, the nuclear reactor. And radiation is, I guess, coming into the United States, but we haven't heard anything yet. Right now, the United States President Barack Obama, he is in Chile, I think, today, and he is hasn't really said much about bombing Libya, which he's doing right now. They are bombing Libya and going after command and control points. So the U.S. is waging more war on another country, and I was listening to some AM radio today, and people are not happy about what we're doing. But what are you going to do? You know, the U.S. corporation, it's got to make money somehow, and they do it by blowing up bombs and destroying countries and rebuilding them after they blow them up and kill all the innocent women and children. That's the way we operated in Iraq. It's the way we did it in Vietnam. It's the way we did it in World War II. It's the way we've always done it. War, kill, right? Think it's good? I don't. That's why I quit working for the government. What else is going on? Oh, there was going to be an earthquake this past weekend. Today's Monday, March 21st, March 21st, 2011. And the major earthquake didn't go off. There was a 5.2 earthquake. There was a series of small earthquakes anywhere from 2.5 to 5.2 that didn't make any headlines and didn't cause any major damage. So I guess we're okay right now. I thought there was going to be a major earthquake due to the perigee moon. I guess I was wrong. I could be wrong about this whole global collapse and meltdown. Who knows? Maybe we're not going to go into a famine. I still have 2,400 pounds or 1,400 pounds of survival food coming to me on Thursday, and we've got about 180 gallons of drinkable water, just in case they come out and say, "Oh yeah, don't drink the water. Everything is radioactive now." So I'm just prepared for that. But right now everything seems cool. Maybe we'll find out in a few months that we're all being poisoned and we don't know it, and our government didn't want to tell us. I don't know. I do not know. I have a lot of reliable sources telling me one thing's going to happen. Some things have happened, some things didn't. Not that I wasn't disappointed that there wasn't a earthquake this weekend. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. I was glad. I don't want to see people get killed, but I do I don't know what I want. I just want to be healthy and safe and happy and live a long life and do what I enjoy doing, which is making videos, making TV shows, writing for movies and feature films and scripts, and having a nice family life. So, I have not evacuated Palm Bay, Florida yet, and we are still here, and it's March 21st. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday. I think we're going to go out to dinner for her, so we'll take her out. I think we're going to go to Carrabba's. My sister wants to go to Carrabba's on Palm Bay Road here in Florida. So if you're ever come and visit Florida and you come to Palm Bay, you can go to Carrabba's. It's pretty much on the corner of Palm Bay Road and Babcock in Palm Bay, Florida. You just take I-95 to exit 179 and you go east on Palm Bay Road and go about 2 miles, and it's on your left just west of Babcock. And that's the name of the street. But it's on Palm Bay Road, right next to Office Depot, and near the movie theater, next to Applebee's, right across from the old Blockbuster Video. And there's a Chili's across the street too. There's a Kmart. There's a Taps brewery, or on tap. It's called Taps. They get all kinds of beers across the street in the Kmart Plaza. So that corner there, Palm Bay Road and Babcock, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. There's a Burger King. And if you go a little bit south on Babcock, there's a Taco Bell. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's a Dustin's Barbecue. There's an Outback Steakhouse right across the street on the east side of Babcock, just off of Palm Bay Road, right there by the Metro PCS stores. So that corner right there has everything. There's a Boston Market. There's a McDonald's. You name it, pretty much, they got it. I don't eat at many of those places, but I'm going to probably go to Carrabba's tomorrow night. That should be fun. It's a little expensive, but I don't care. I'm probably going to just drink some martinis, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. Yeah, my mouth's not working right today. I'm having one of those days. I'm a little tired. My cousin came in from Denver on Saturday, and we partied Saturday. We partied Sunday, which was yesterday, and then I drove to Orlando today, came back, did my Kenpo X. Now I'm all sweaty, and I'm going to take a shower here and, get to writing, I believe, working on doing some other stuff. Maybe I'll just eat something. All right? Thanks for watching The Ronald Show. I'm Ronald. Peace.
Now you can have porch swings and cool breezes wherever you go. Louisiana Authentic Southern Iced Tea. Find your front door.
Oh my God!
Look, it's no big deal. All my friends are in therapy. It's just someone to talk to.
What kind of friends do you have, Nicky?
Look, I said it was no big deal.
Can't you just talk to us?
How? I can't even get this announcement out.
Do you pay this person or is it covered with insurance?
I really don't want to talk about this right now.
I hope you don't pay this person.
We listen to your problems for free. A priest would too, Nicky. Should I call a priest?
She's always calling a priest.
Oh, shut up. I'm talking to my grandson.
The other day my back hurts. I hear her on the phone with the parish.
Tell us your problems right now, Nicholas.
I walk out of the bathroom. Father Finelli is standing there waiting to bless my spine.
Look. I'm seeing a therapist, yes, but I won't be seeing him much longer.
Oh, thank God.
And that ties in with my announcement.
Okay, say your announcement right now. We're all listening very hard.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Say it loud.
Okay.
Okay. Let me start with this. I got offered a promotion at work.
Congratulations. Wonderful, Nicholas.
What kind of promotion?
Well, it's a better management.
Oh, tell.
Well, I could, but you wouldn't really understand. I mean, you really don't even know what it is that I do now anyways.
Just because we wouldn't understand it doesn't mean we don't want to hear about it.
Okay. Now, as I said before, I work in marketing, which is kind of like advertising. You know, commercials. But I don't actually make the commercials. How should I say, plan overall strategies for commercials and newspaper ads and various other types of media such as brochures and billboards and internal and external sales presentations. Well, the thing about my new position is, and this is really, really exciting, I will be in charge of developing, coordinating, and implementing all of those changes in a top 20 market.
Well, whatever the hell it is you do, we're damn proud of you.
Okay, see, the thing about the job is I have to move.
Oh, out of the city, thank God. Oh, Nicholas, you could move in with us.
No rent, 4 meals a day.
No. The job is in Seattle.
Where the hell is Seattle?
Rosewood only has a beach house there. It ends at 94 on the parkway.
No, her house is further down. You know, by the big food.
No. Stop. I know where Seattle is. Washington. Not the close Washington. The far away Washington by California. All the way by California.
Is this true, Nicholas?
It's in Washington State. Yes. Look, the offer just came up this morning. My head is still swimming. But it's a promotion. And now would be the time, right? I'm young, unattached. So there's nothing really to keep me here. Oh.
What about us?
Well, I mean, yeah. Except you.
Nicky.
So, you're leaving.
Moving. Yes.
Right, leaving.
I told my parents. They thought it's a wonderful opportunity. And besides, I grew up here. Went to college here. I've never lived anywhere else.
I've never lived anywhere else.
Look, I know this might come as a bit of a shock.
Shock. Oh, no. Why should this be a shock? First, your parents moved to Fort Lauderdale. Then your sister moves to San Diego, gets married, and has my great-grandson. My great-grandson. I have one great-grandson. He's 3 years old. I've seen him exactly twice.
Gramps, please.
Nick, do you know what that's like now? I've lived long enough to have a great-grandson, and he has no idea who I am, why I'm important to him. Last time we got off the plane, and he saw me standing there with my arms outstretched, and he ran away. He thought I was just another old person. Just another old person who wanted to annoy him. So look.
Nicholas, I don't think I understand. You're just going to go.
Look, it just came up today. I just wanted to tell you first.
But your family is here, Nick.
Look, it's late. I have to catch the next bus.
Nicky,
I have an 8 a.m. appointment about the promotion.
we'll see you on Sunday, Nicholas. God willing, if we're still alive.
We'll talk more about it then, okay? It's a terrific opportunity.
And authentic Southern iced tea. Find your front porch.
Hi, I'm Ronald, and welcome to the Ronald Show. Welcome back, documenting the collapse of life as we know it as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And thank you for watching. Today is March 22nd, 2011, and our United States Corporation CEO, Barack Obama, and I don't think that's his birth name, and we still don't have his birth certificate, although it does show on his birth certificate that has been recovered and emailed to me that he was born in another country, not the United States, and so he's a fraud. Anyway, he's even more of a fraud because he's down in South America right now, today, March 22nd, 2011, while 340,000 Japanese people in Japan are homeless and have no place to live and they have almost no food, no water, no shelter. And then I read today in an article that the highest number of empty homes in the United States is right here in Florida, where I live, Miami, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Sarasota. Like 18% of the homes in Florida are empty, thousands of homes. And our president, our CEO, because he's not really a president, that's just a made up thing. And I'm kind of angry because people are listening to what they hear all the time on the TV and the newspaper and the radio and the propaganda that is put out, making you believe that you live in a government democracy. You actually live in a socialist, totalitarian, communist, slave society, and you are members of a corporation. What we need to be doing right now is sending planes over to Japan, picking up all of those homeless people and bringing them here to the United States and putting them in these empty homes that are sitting there. Why don't we do that? Why? Because of the monetary system. The monetary system is what is causing all of our problems on this planet. That's why we have to have nuclear generators, and that's why we are relying on oil or fossil fuel. And they tell you these fossil fuels are made by dinosaurs laying under, being compressed over thousands of years. But come on, that's not true. It's like the lifeblood of the planet that we're sucking out of the earth to use to burn in automobiles, man-made things. We are destroying our planet. We are leaching the environment. We are creating huge holes in the magnetosphere, destroying the electrical balance of our solar system or just our planet itself. And hundreds of thousands of people every year are dying of heart disease and cancer, yet the biggest fight on our planet is this war on terror, where 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people have died in a staged and U.S. intelligence organization operation that brought down the Twin Towers through a controlled demolition, especially Building 11. Building 11, Tower 11, fell on its own on 9/11. It wasn't hit by anything. There were explosions based on Jeb Bush's painting of, he owns a cleaning company. They painted thermite paint, which is an explosive, onto the support beams, blew them up, demolished Building 11 and Tower 1 and 2. It was an inside job, okay? And now, and that was all for to set up the Patriot Act and to start the war on terror so that we could have unlimited funding with the war in the Middle East, so we could bomb Iraq to pieces and destroy their economy and then rebuild it up with the Iraqi dinar, crash the American economy, which we're doing right now with high gas prices. And it's just going on and on and on. And now we're bombing Libya. And now we're letting hundreds of thousands of people die in Japan because we don't want to send planes over there, take them over here and put them in some houses so they can have some shelter, some food, and some water. And we don't want to use solar energy because the sun is free and the government doesn't own it. But it's not a government, it's a corporation. And I'm really angry about that. And that's what I'm talking about today. The monetary system, the fake government corporation that is running our country and that you're slaves to. And you know you're a slave because you need a passport to leave the country. You know you're a slave because you have to have a driver's license to drive a car and a social security number to pay taxes with. It's a big fiasco. It's a big scam, and you're getting lied to every single day, and I'm so sick and tired of it. And what can you do? You can turn the other cheek. Look the other way. If a police officer turns his lights on behind you and wants to pull you over for speeding, don't pull over. Continue to drive. Drive home. Don't acknowledge their authority. Once you pull over, you show by body language that they have authority over you. When you go into traffic court and you stand up when your name is called, you show by body language that they have authority over you and that you're that fiction that they are calling to the stand. They're not calling you, the human being, to the stand. They are calling your social security number by using your all capitalized name that they have created. When you're born, Your parents take your birth name, they mail it into the Social Security Administration, they apply for a birth certificate, and they turn you over to the United States Corporation. They create an account worth $1 million. And they use that account against you. So when if you get pulled over, or a cop approaches you, if he turns on his light, don't pull over. Just drive home, get out of your car, walk in the door, walk into your house and shut the door. Do not answer it to the authorities, because they are not authorities. They are acting for a corporation. They are private employees of the United States Corporation acting as a police force, and they have really no authority over you as a human being. They are trying to connect. They're making you answer for your account name. That's all capitalized. Look on your driver's license. Take your driver's license out right now and look at your name. It's in all capital letters for a reason, because that's an account name that really is a name that they have given it according to your Social Security number and your driver's license number. It's just an account name. It's not you, the human being. So when they say to you, "Oh, do you know why I pulled you over?" Just say, "You don't understand what they're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. Are you speaking code?" That's what you say to them. "I don't understand what you're saying. Are you speaking code?" If they want you to sign a document like a citation, don't sign it. They want you to go into contract with them so that you'll have to pay this money. But money is a debt instrument. If there were no debt on this planet, then there would be no money in circulation, because money just represents debt. And they're asking you to satisfy some claim of a debt or color of a debt with a debt instrument. That is fraud. They are committing fraud. And all you have to do is turn the other cheek and say, "I don't know what you're saying. Are you speaking code?" I am not the person. I am not the person on your paperwork. That is not me. I am not that. I am not that fiction. That is what you say when they hand you a citation. You say, I'm not that fiction," and that's the deal.
I'm not an attorney, but I'm going to tell you something you really should know. If you're ever injured in an accident, your whole world is affected. You're physically in pain. The bills start piling up. It can be really confusing and frustrating. The attorneys at Jacobs and Goodman can help. Jacobs and Goodman has been representing injured people for over 30 years, and they'll aggressively seek the maximum compensation for your injuries. At Jacobs and Goodman, your case is handled by an attorney, not a caseworker. Accidents happen. Be prepared. Call 1-800-JACOBS now anytime to speak with your attorney.
Remember, the way for us to regain our sovereignty is for everyone to tear up their Social Security card and quit the United States Corporation. Quit. You don't own anything. When you register your car, you're actually turning your car over, the title over, to the United States Corporation. Now they own it. That's why they can tow it when they pull you over. If you don't sign their documentation, they will take you to jail for 72 hours, according to the Truth in Lending law, and then they will tow your car, because it's not your car, it's their car. You've turned it over when you register it. You don't own your home. Even if you have title to it, you don't. They can take it anytime they want because of police power. So, how do you want to live? Do you want to be a slave? Or do you want to be a free, sovereign human being? You have to make that decision. It's a funny thing to think about. Not funny, but it's different, right? Because we're trained to believe that we have to do things a certain way, right? And we don't really have to. Who says we have to? The television, the newspapers, the radio, the CEO, Obama, of the United States Corporation? You don't have to work for that corporation. Tear up your identity cards, because that's not who you are. You weren't born with your Social Security card and your driver's license stuck up your ass. It didn't come with you. You're born a free, sovereign human being, not the slave of a corporation that is taxing everyone to death, poisoning everyone they can to death with the pharmaceutical industry and all their medications, with sugar, high fructose corn syrup, the Monsanto group, and now they are controlling all the farming in this country with genetically modified seeds that cause cancers and illness all over. There are more deaths attributed to, hundreds of times more deaths attributed to obesity, from sugar and red meat. Okay? And then there's the hundreds of thousands of deaths caused by pharmaceutical drugs, right? I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. This is real information. So hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are dying just in the United States alone from smoking, from alcohol, from drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, from sugar, from high fructose corn syrup. Where is the war on that? And then a very small fraction of people were murdered by our own government corporation, whom they blamed on one guy sitting in a cave, allegedly in Afghanistan, whom the CIA gave weapons and money to fight a war. And you're going to believe that that's the guy responsible for it? That's the guy who, what? He got Jeb Bush's company to go in there and paint the thermite dust on the pillars that support towers 1 and 2 and 11, and then he had these people do that? No, it's a lie. And now you're being told that the radiation coming from Japan isn't causing any problems with the food and the water supply. Come on, man. You guys have to take your head out of the sand and look at what's really going on. And you know what? This show isn't for people who don't believe me. If you don't believe me, I don't care. You're the one that's going to suffer. You're the one that's going to pay. So turn off the show. Go keep living your life paying taxes and drinking soda and eating red meat and sugar and high fructose corn syrup and taking medication and sitting for hours in front of the television watching movies and being brainwashed and listening to the radio. Go. You guys, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to people who have a mind and who can think for themselves and can see the truth about what's really going on this planet. It's a slave planet. And you that can see the truth and see through these lies that are being perpetuated every day, that's the Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. If you can see that, then you're the people that I'm talking to. And you guys are the ones who have to say, okay, I will turn the other cheek. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I won't buy red meat. I won't buy anything with sugar or high fructose corn syrup in it. I won't support war. I will stop pulling over for the police. I will tear up my Social Security card. I will file a UCC-1. I will take control of my life as a sovereign human being. We have to organize as a species because there's a very small population on the planet of the powers that be or the global elite who keep getting away with murder. Literally, murder. They're killing people by the millions intentionally. And I don't want to go out too far on a limb here, although I'm already out on a limb, I would say, by saying what I'm saying. But I'm speaking my truth, what I believe. I'm not making money off of this. I just think it's time for somebody to speak the truth and say that some of the things that are happening on this planet that seem like they're part of planetary geological forces might not actually be that. They might be happening due to the use of government technology so that things like what happened in Japan will happen. But that's the HARP program. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't say what I know I'm not going to tell you something that I believe might be true if I don't know for sure. There are a couple of things I know for sure that are true, like the base underneath Denver International Airport, 2.5 miles down, the home of New World Order West, it's called. And this has been verified by somebody I know who has gone there and been told by the Secret Service that he can't mention any of this to anybody. The world, as you know it, is changing. The Ronald Show is documenting the collapse of life as we know it as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And what is the global military-industrial complex? It's the United States Corporation. It's the UK Corporation being controlled by the city in London. And the city in London controls all of the legal affairs on our planet. It's working in cooperation with major corporations that build defense weapons like helicopters, missiles, guns. And it's every other country's government or alleged government or corporation that's acting as a government on this planet working together to simulate to the people of the planet that there is some type of conflict going on. The Cold War, Russia and the United States, for example. In the media, it showed that we were at odds. The United States and Russia were at odds, and that there was the threat of nuclear devastation and destruction and a war, and that they were the enemy. But that wasn't true behind the scenes. It was all coordinated and orchestrated so that the people would think that that's what was going on, but actually they were working together to manipulate the economy, to manipulate money, to manipulate resources. And so the same thing with Venezuela. When I worked at U.S. Southern Command in 2004, President Chavez of Venezuela came to the United States and gave a speech at U.S. Southern Command. I stood in the parking lot and watched him speak. And he was there. Now, if he's a communist dictator who's an enemy of the United States, why didn't we just arrest him then? But he came and he was treated like a dignitary. Fidel Castro of Cuba, allegedly an enemy of the United States and a communist dictator. He's working with Venezuela and the United States doing different types of programs of sharing doctors. We send doctors to Cuba, they send doctors here. It's an information sharing program. They do the same thing with sports. There's what happens really behind the scenes, and then there's what happens in the public media spotlight to get you to believe that they are an enemy. And they are not really an enemy. It's a big lie. It's to make you believe that you should be spending your tax dollars on a black budget program that is going to help our Defense Department become a stronger military force planet-wide so that we can go bomb whoever we need to bomb when it's time to bomb. And what we do is we blow all the innocent children and women to pieces in their schoolhouses and their hospitals, and we destroy their economy, and then we make money on that economy when we rebuild it. Not we, not me, but the powers that be, the people in charge. It's a big lie. And the way to collapse the world government and get rid of these people who are lying to you and killing you is to no longer answer to your fictional corporation name. Tear up your social security card, burn your driver's license, don't carry any identification, and start acting like you're a human being and not a corporate account. Stop paying your taxes. If everybody stops paying taxes, what are they going to do? Put everybody in jail? Take everybody's house? And what, we'll have everybody out on the streets? No, this is going to take a coordinated effort. And if you're willing to be brave for a little while, then this problem will go away. because they won't have any power over you. The United States is a corporation. And a corporation with no employees goes defunct. So if everybody resigns from the United States corporation, that corporation will no longer exist. And those accounts through which they process commerce will disappear. So the monetary system in the United States will go away. So there won't be a United States corporation. Obama won't be the CEO of this corporation. That corporation will just go away. But yet the infrastructure will still be here. We'll still have gas stations. We'll still have shopping centers. We'll still have food sources. We'll still have water distributors. We'll still have everything that we have. We just won't have a monetary system. We won't have to worry about money. We'll all be able to live as we need to and not stress our lives away about bills, which are just a made-up fictional thing anyway. You'll be able to go to the store and get the food that you need and the water that you need and the cars that you need. How many cars do you need? How many TVs do you need in one room anyway? If you have 4 rooms in your house, maybe 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room, and a dining room, great. Maybe you'll have 6 televisions. So what? They won't be made to break down because profit won't be the driving force behind everything. It'll be quality and the betterment of mankind. I'm being fueled by anger about the situation on our planet. And it's got to change. And I can't change about myself. I'm just putting out the message. It's going to take a coordinated effort. And if you want to sign up for that coordinated effort and say that you're going to tear up your Social Security card and get rid of your driver's license, then email me. We need to join together as a species, as a human race. And we don't need to be dying needlessly anymore. You're being lied to about a lot of different things, about food, water, air, land, money, how long you should live, what you're really here for. Are you doing the job that you want to do? Or are you doing it because you have to do it because you need the money? But yet, everything is so expensive, you can't work enough hours. There aren't enough hours in the day to work, or enough days in the week, or enough weeks in the year to make enough money to cover all of your bills. How many people have started filing for bankruptcy? How many people are foreclosing on their houses? How many people are getting their cars repossessed? Yeah, there's a small fraction of millionaires out there. Sure. And good for them. But what do they have? A few more cars, a few more houses, their own plane. So, a boat or 2, big deal. What is that? That doesn't mean anything. I mean, they could have 20 more cars, 20 more houses, 10 planes. So what? Those are just things. They don't mean anything. That person can still stick his arms out and his whole life experience is taking place within a 3-foot radius around his body. He's, unless he's a reptilian shapeshifter, he's still going to go to the bathroom the same way as you are. And who knows what the truth is about what's going on our planet regarding alien activity or people from other planets or technologies that we don't know about. I mean, think about it. Underneath Denver International Airport, New World Order West, 2.5 miles down, they're using a state-of-the-art nuclear generators that work on a mercury isotope that are way beyond any of the technology that we're using on the surface of the Earth. Why aren't they sharing that technology with us right now? They're keeping it from us for monetary reasons, right? Yeah. They don't want you to know the truth. The truth is being hidden from you, big time. And these government corporations are keeping the truth. They're holding the secrets. Don't you want to know the truth about things? Or, there's a large portion of you that don't even care and believe in certain, ideologies or religions or whatever you believe in. All I can tell you is that I believe it's a manufactured lie, and it's used to manipulate you so that you will do what they want you to do. Okay? All right, well, that's the end of this segment. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you want to be a sovereign human being, get in touch with me. Make a change. I'm Ronald. This is The Ronald Show.
Now you can have porch swings and cool breezes wherever you go. Louisiana Authentic Southern Iced Tea. Find your front porch.
My people. My people. Yeah. Back again, it never ends. Rocking that Mercedes Benz. My crew get down on next to me. Honey dip swallowed out on ecstasy. All these moves on 20s G. I keep coming up on Stanley. Rep NYC, rock hard is the motto. Drop them jewels and pop them bottles. Full throttle, stepping it up. Them criminal kids be wetting them up. Them FEDs be setting them up. I stay fresh so clean, just getting them up. And the doors forever shining. My record rocks tonight. My people keep it moving, grooving on that real street life. Step up, step up, step up, step up. 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 It all begins. Beat streets my way, you can't knock me out. You better let me in and I'll get that there and keep the cause. Metropolis King, down by law. You blaze the spark, I'll hit it right. My crew steps up and gets wild for the night. We move something every day. Sunday that was the only way. If you want it, go get it. If you don't pass on, I'll set it. You jet it, I took. Now my world is off the hook. You stay shook, I rise and rain. Adore true glory from the pain. So feel me. What? Step up, step up, step up, step up. 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 All the way, we go for that. Bad mamas be rocking that baby fat. We run fake thugs like crazy cats. Bright lights, good life, no need to clap, no need to charge. I lamp tonight, I'll work it hard and rep it right. Let it all hang out and never change. Recognize the 4 letters, world know my name. A for ally, D for damager, O for out of here, R for the renegade master. It all stays the same. Hip hop franchise, kid, mad street fame. What's your claim if you don't step up? Don't hate on me. You should have kept up. You had it all. I bled for this. But now, just like you, I get all I wish. Step up, step up, step up, step up. 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 Step up, step up, step up, step up.
Smokies is available now at these locations.
Hi, welcome back to The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. I am your host, Ronald. And for me, today is week 3, day 1 of P90X. And I did core synergistics, and I got through the whole thing, and I am feeling good. Still got some flab I want to lose. I got a ways to go. I'm only in week 3 of 12 weeks, and it's just day 1, so I have about 10 full more weeks to go, and that's just the lean part. And then after I finish the whole lean program, which is designed to burn more fat early, then I'm going to do the classic, and then I'll do the advanced. So I really have 12, 24, 34 weeks to go, so I'm going to be here every day after every workout telling you guys how I'm doing. But this isn't just about P90X and my workout. I mean, it's about my workout. It's about me. It's called The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it is perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. But it's about a lot of different things, and today is March 23rd, 2011. Last night was my mom's 74th birthday. She was born March 22nd, 1937. So she's 74. And my dad would have turned 78 coming up here in April 15th, tax day, which is also the day Lincoln died. And speaking of taxes, if you're paying your taxes, you are stupid. Remember, the only way to conduct commerce activity is fiction entity to fiction entity. The United States Corporation takes money from your John Smith in all capital letters fictional account. It's not human being to United States Corporation. It is fictional account to fictional account. So when you get your tax bill, write across it in big letters, and you write it and say, "That is not me. No such fiction exists. I accept this in truth and for value, and return to you for closure and discharge." What you're doing is you're accepting it for value, and that's all you have to do. So you can do a couple of different things. You can say, "I don't, no such entity exists," or "that is not me," or "I accept this for value and return it to you for closure and discharge." Or you can just not pay it, and if they ever sent you a delinquent notice, you just say that no such entity exists. That is not me. If anyone ever walks up to you and calls your name, and they're wearing some kind of a uniform, a police uniform, a military uniform, do not answer them. Remember, turn the other cheek. They are acting in a corporate capacity, and you do not want to deal with them in any way, shape, or form. They are not talking to you, the human being. They are speaking to the fiction entity, and they're trying to get you to admit by body language their authority over you and that you are that fiction, but you're not. You represent that fiction, but you don't have to. You represent that fiction, and that is a fictional account. Look on your driver's license. Your name is in all capital letters for a reason. It's not capital J, lowercase o-h-n, capital S, lowercase m-i-t-h. No, it's capital J, capital O, capital H, capital N, capital S, capital M, capital I, capital T, capital H. I can spell. Anyway, the point is, that is a fiction account that correlates to your Social Security number, and they've taken it and stylized it illegally without your consent. And what has happened is when you're born, your parents take your birth name and they send it to the Social Security Administration, and they apply for a birth certificate for you, and they enroll you as employees of the United States Corporation. So they do not legally have authority over you. There are people in jail all over the United States for non-violent crimes. Most crimes in this country are non-violent, meaning those people are in jail voluntarily because they have admitted or they've answered to that fake name being called. Suppose you go and you, I don't know, you're 15 years old and you buy alcohol, and you go to jail or juvenile detention or something like that for buying alcohol, a legal drug that the United States Corporation is selling to you, but yet they're saying you're underage. Well, who is? A corporation. They're making these rules. Say you get caught smoking marijuana, a plant, and then you go to jail for that. Well, who's sending you to jail? The United States Corporation, for a law that they made up about a plant that you're not allowed to smoke. How much sense does that make? It's legal in some states. It's legal in California for medicinal purposes. But who's regulating it? The United States Corporation. So, remember, you are a slave to the United States Corporation. Don't ever forget that. You are a slave until you tear up your Social Security card, file a UCC-1, claim control over that fiction, and no longer answer to the United States Corporation. They really, I mean, according to the plans of nature and the laws of nature, they don't truly have any authority over you. Don't answer them. If they call you on the phone, don't answer it. No such entity exists. That is not me. Click. Okay? If they get up behind you and they put their siren on and their lights and you're not speeding and they want to pull you over for some reason, keep driving at this regular speed limit. Go home, pull in your driveway, get out of your car, do not answer them, ignore them, and walk in your house and do not answer the door. If you can take your car and put it in your garage and lock your garage door, great. That way they won't tow it, because they can tow it, because when you register your car, you're actually turning over ownership to the United States Corporation of your automobile. Remember that. It's a trick. They trick you into giving them control over everything by making you fill out registration and sign up for registration and register your car. It's a big scam. And there are major people at the top of this who are in control. And who controls them? I'm going to get into that in another show. But I think I've covered enough for this segment, and I thank you. I am Ronald, host of The Ronald Show, documenting the collapse of life as we know it as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. All right. We'll be right back.
1-800-JACOBS-NOW anytime to speak with your attorney.
The host of The Ronald Show.